Hi, good morning, everybody. It's Tanya, the Canadian Stamper. I'm here Saturday morning and we're gonna make a card. We're gonna use the Peaceful Deer stamp set and the matching punch. This is also gonna be the new Stamp Camp bundle for the Silver Sisters. So that Stamp Camp is gonna be November 28th, Sunday, November 28th. So I haven't posted the event yet, but that's the next Stamp Camp. So November 28th, Peaceful Deer. So I thought, well, let's use the stamp set. I haven't used it yet and I need to design my cards and stuff. So this will be some good inspiration. And so let's get started. We're gonna start by stamping all of the images in our, just turning the camera around, stamping all the images in the stamp set. So good morning. Hi, Lori. Says you're watching. Hi, Marie. So ladies, we're doing my giveaway for my drawer of fun. So don't forget to comment, like, share, all that good stuff. So let's talk about, okay, let me bring up your comments. Let's talk about this stamp set first and foremost, actually, so we know what we're doing. So in the mini catalog, let me find the page. We're going to page 26. So here's our stamp set. This one, my camera, whoops, yep, I am. So this is the Peaceful Deer bundle. And yeah, so it's got a stamp set and a matching punch. The cost is $48.50 for the bundle. So we're going to use the punch, of course, and don't forget in the catalog when it's high, see how this one is just an image and then this one is kind of highlighted a bit. So these, you know, are the pieces that will punch out, or it'll cut out either with a die if there was a die set, or a punch in this case. So these cluster of trees, and then this is almost like kind of snow maybe, and you could maybe even put the little bunny on top of there. So it's a pretty fun stamp set. I'm going to try and recreate a card that was in my mind from, geez, a couple of years ago. And let me show you the paper. So with this stamp set, so Celebration goes until September 30th. So for every $60 you spend, you get a free something. So this paper, which I'm just gonna flip through quickly while I'm chatting, this paper is a free item. So if you buy the bundle, then you can get this paper for free. I have some of this mixed up here. I thought about maybe using some of this tree for my background today. We'll see how it goes. So Celebration only goes until September 30th. So, and there's also, for the Stamp Camp, it's $110. You get the bundle, you get 9 projects, you get instruction tutorials, you get a full day of Zoom class with tips and tips and tricks from 3 demonstrators. So the projects are usually 3 cards, 3 fun folds, and then 3 alternate projects. So we did tags, a little gift bag, different things. So this paper pack you can get for free when you just add, I think if you add a Winka Stella to your order, it gets you to $60, and then you get the paper for free. So we are going to use this paper in Stamp Camp. If you don't get the paper, then don't worry about it. You'll get some in your packages that we send to you, of course. What else was I going to tell you about this? Oh yes, if you sign up for Stamp Camp by September 30th, you get a 10% discount for an early bird. So it's $100 instead. So let's stamp some of these. I want to show you how beautiful they are. Let me bring up your comments. Here we go. Facebook was a bit slow. There we go. Hello. Oh, hi, Christy. Marie. Love the Peaceful Deer. I do as well. Christy and I were texting this morning about a funny thing that I did with this deer. And so I decided I was gonna restamp because it got a bit crazy. It was pretty funny. All right, so here we are stamping our deer. So these are 2, and this, the punches out, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. And I noticed, okay, look, this is the deer that I punched out just this morning. So there's that guy. This is Sahara sand I'm using, by the way. And it's got these little antlers that come out as well. And then this little guy, and I'm thinking, what the heck is this for? But it's gonna be red for his nose, like Rudolph, I think. So I'm gonna try and, I think that's kind of what we're going for. Anyways, so it's fun. So stamp camps, November 28th, it's gonna be good times. We put a lot of work into the stamp camps to make them awesome. So I hope you will join us. Now I'm gonna get, so here's all of our different stamps. So we've done these deers. I think I'm gonna do a couple of these trees. Now, don't forget, in your paper pack, where's my paper pack? We've got our matching colors back here. So I'm using Sahara Sand, Real Red. I'm gonna go grab Garden Green and Basic Black. I'm not gonna use Cherry Cobbler today because these are the pieces that are gonna make up our card. Yeah, so this is the DSP, Designer Series paper. And hi Nancy, good morning. This Designer Series paper, I thought maybe it was Cherry Cobbler, but I was wrong. This looks better with it. So we're gonna rip some paper and I'm gonna, so I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. I'm gonna clean this so I can get my tree on there. So I'm gonna rip some paper and I'm going to do some layering and heat embossing. I can't actually remember how this card came together from last year, so I'm just gonna wing it. Why not? It's just paper. Ooh, this is gonna be dark, I think. So this is Garden Green and one of the tree sets. Oh, that's almost like a bit of an ombre by accident. That's pretty dark. I might do the next one in Generation Stamping. So that's when you do, well, I'll show you. Where's my tree stamp? Oh, here it is. So Generation Stamping, I'll do it with this one because this is dark. Dark. All right, here we go. Let me do it here. No, let me do it here. So I do them side by side. So there's one. So I'm using Very Vanilla, and this is the Stampin' Up pad, like foam matte. Wow, that's some deep, rich green. So first generation, second generation. I don't know if we'll get a third. Let's try. So this foam matte is there because they're photopolymer stamps, so they don't have the squishiness in them. So this helps get a better impression. This I love this tree. Okay, let's keep going because I'm digging it. Let's do these. This is, sorry, I want a blue. Do I want blue? Well, let's just do red because I have red here. These are the little snowflakes. Do you guys do this when you get a new stamp set? You pull out all the stamps and you stamp them to get inspired? Yes. These are going to be red snowflakes. Ooh, that's pretty. So there's a stamp set here. Maybe you can help me with this. So if you're just joining us, Stamp Camp is November 28th with the Silver Sisters. And this is the stamp set we're going to use for it. And for today, comment, like, share, all of the above, whatever. And I'll do a giveaway from my little prize drawer because I have lots of stuff and I want to share. Okay, so this is the one I don't really know about. Let me show you. It's this one right here. Maybe somebody that's smarter than me can figure it out. So, okay, I was thinking maybe it was to go around the deer's head. You know what I mean? Kind of like a floral halo thing. Or maybe like a little shawl for the bunny. I don't know. Let's try it. I'm gonna do it. Let's stamp it on this deer and see what happens. Okay, it's too dark. I want second gen. What do you think? Tell me what you think of this. I'm interested to know if you think that's what it's for. I'm gonna do the bunny. So maybe somebody that's smarter than me. Woo! Throw in my stamps. Let's try the bunny and go around him with this little piece and see if it works. I'll do second gen again. This might be a bit too big for him. Oh yeah, too big. This might be okay though. What about on their head? I don't know. Does anybody know? Getting radio silence, y'all. Even if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. Oh, I'm doing up here on his head. This isn't gonna work. I don't know what this is for. So, yeah, help a girl out. All right, what else do we have? Let's stamp a sentiment and then let's move on and get on with it here with the card. So I'm just using both sides of my stamp block, of course. Sending love and peace this season. What are our other ones? Her neck. Butt spin it? What the heck does that mean? Okay, wait, where's my thing? Butt spin it. So like this way. Okay. Let's try it this way. I only got, whoops, that's too, this way. Oh yeah, I think that's what you mean. Like that way. Yeah, I think you're right, Christy. I think it going this way versus that way. Yeah. All right, good call. All right, so other sentiments. So we did this one. Merry Christmas. Let's celebrate. Oh, from all of us, that's nice. Wishing you a wonderful year and friendships dear. Aw. So inside this deer, it says, oh, what fun. All right, let's get on with it here. Enough jacking around. Let's get going with the card here. All right, so Nancy called, yes, scoop the neck. Yeah, okay. Christy, your little profile picture on Facebook is so funny. Abby looks, she looks so cute in that photo with her face painted. She just had her birthday recently, I think. I don't know if maybe she was at the fair this year or something, but the picture's cute. All right, let's do it. Oh, I was gonna punch out this deer so you can see what this looks like. So if you don't know how our punches work for Stampin' Up, they come to you like so, and then you sort of squeeze and pull down, and that comes open. Sometimes these pop out, but you can just pop them back in. And then you hold it like this, but careful not to pinch your skin. When you do, you'll only do it once in a while anyways, until you remember how much it hurts when you do it. So then you're gonna slide your paper in here, and you're gonna line up your punch to your image and squeeze. So here's all of our bits. You can see there's the nose, the antlers, and our deer. Yeah, it turned 11 on Tuesday. Aw, that's good. I know, I was talking with Camila, and I know they went to Mount Doug and did a whole birthday party thing, so that's fun. Okay, so if you, just as a sidebar here, when you get a punch, sometimes what's cool is if you get a piece of scrap paper, go ahead and punch your piece out. And then what you can do is when you are lining up your stamp, this one's not too bad, it's actually super good, but sometimes they get a bit tricky and we have to line up stamps on our blocks. So this is what I mean by that. So this is the raise, this is the part that gets the ink, this is the part that goes on your block. So you line it up in the negative space here, and then use your block, pick it up, and then when you go to stamp, we know that it's gonna match the punch. So why, this one you don't really need to do that because the stamp is pretty solid, but sometimes you can get stamps where, like let's say with photopolymer for sure, they're bendy, right? Like the stamps bend. So if you get it on your block and then you stamp a whole bunch of these, but let's say his little leg was kicked out or whatever, then you're kind of hooped because the punch will punch it off. He'll be legless. We don't want legless. Anyways, that's a tip. All right, here we go. I'm gonna use Sahara Sand is my card base. This is kind of what I'm doing this. I plan to put my sentiment on this black strip and I'm gonna heat emboss it. I need to work in some red. I might use a second one of these and maybe stamp on here to get something going with my trees. So now we know enough together. We know the same. All right, so I'm ripping here to get a jagged look. This is not really what I was hoping for because it's white in there. I want to show you my piece from before. See, here's the, actually this is cherry cobbler. We had a stamp set where you could stamp the checkered piece and then when you go to rip it, like so, do you see how it's red on the inside? This is not what I'm going for. All right, well, we're gonna roll with it. Let's see what happens. Ink the edge. All right, Jody, it's a good call. So I have my blends, and I have my, what are these, Stampin' Right, but this is cherry cobbler, so that's not gonna work. Let's see if I have, I think this is real red. Oh, light cherry cobbler. Oh my gosh, I might not have, oh, here it is. Dark and light real red. All right, let's take the dark. The little name is right there. Do you guys have Stampin' Blends? Oh, rip the other way. What do you mean rip the other way? Geez, Nancy, I don't know what that means. Maybe you can help me with what you mean. Rip the other way. Oh, this might work. Okay, who uses blends? Love them? Not so much. I have a whole stash of Copic markers as well. I find that the blends are comparable. I mean, I say that carefully because Copics are kind of in a class of their own, but I can get a very similar look. Oh yeah, sure, that works. Black would work. You mean like coloring it black? I love the fade on Facebook. All right, Jody, I don't know if this is what you mean, but I'm gonna do it. Let's just see. Oh yeah, that's not bad too. Okay, let's leave this for a second and let's build kind of my card front here. Now, I need a deer, a doe, a deer. I just want to cut this down a bit more. Nancy, Lori, you've got all the blends but haven't used them yet. That is exciting because you can, the world awaits, the coloring world awaits. Sometimes I'll stamp a bunch of images just on, well, either Copic paper or Stampin' Up! Basic white paper. And then when we're sitting watching shows, I will just do my happy little coloring. It's easier to do in the summer because it's brighter out. We don't have very good lighting in our living room. So as we get into fall and winter, it makes it a bit more difficult to see what I'm doing. But yeah, and then you can either fussy cut them out or punch out the images or die cut the images afterwards and add them to your cards. Awesome. I think I might actually like the black better than the red. All right. Rip downwards. You're ripping upwards. Oh. This way. Oh my gosh, Nancy. Look at you go, girl. Love that you made that comment. You're so clever. Yes. Did not even know that was a thing. Look at that. You're awesome. Okay. Let's start building. So this is going to go here. Okay, so let's try your trick on this one. I might have to fussy cut a tree or two. Where's my thing? Let's just quickly fussy cut. All right, somebody tell me what's happening in the comments. If you're watching the replay, you could skip ahead. I'm gonna quickly fussy cut this. Should have done that beforehand, but here we go. Quickly, fussy cutting. So I want some depth on my card. Whoops. With the trees. What else can I tell you about? What are we doing this weekend? Nothing. We're gonna break up my fall stuff, decorate my house a bit with fall things, which I'm happy about because fall's my favorite time of year. What's everybody doing this weekend? Learned years ago with scrapbooking. Oh, good for you. It's an awesome tip, Nancy. I do have some music playing today in the background. Yeah. So, and I'm also interested to know how many of you do heat embossing. Like, do you like heat embossing? I find I do a lot of heat embossing for Christmas. Making and decorating a cake for my mom's birthday. She's 79. Oh, that's cool. Love cake decorating. Made some good cakes for Zach, who's 13 now. It's not cool anymore. Didn't even want a birthday cake this year. That's what happens, I guess, when they get older. That's fun. So we dealt with all of our apples. I know I showed my garden there several Facebook Lives ago, but we dealt with all of our apples. So we take them out to Flying Fish, which is out on the peninsula, and they make our cider. And the cider is, so I think we go back in December. We have a lot of cider coming this year. We just gave, for every blue, you know, those recycling blue bins, so you fill up one of those, and I think that's one batch, they call it. And I think the boys took out probably like 5 of those bins. And so it's quite a bit. And we're not even finished the cider from last year. So I think we'll give some away. I don't know if I'm allowed to give out alcohol, you know, for like a prize. I don't know. There's probably some rule around not being able to do that. But I got lots of other giveaways. I actually was able to order, have you guys seen in the celebration, the, whatchamacallit, the sheep. You know, those little puffy little sheep guys with the dies? So that's gonna be a giveaway because I already have one. So I don't know. Oh, and I also have the giveaway. I just have too much stuff. I want to share. I also have that extra mini stamp cut and emboss machine for newsletter subscribers. Still haven't decided when I'm gonna do that draw, but I haven't forgotten. I did years ago heat emboss, then sold here. Oh, good. I guess that's what they say. People go in ebbs and flows with crafting. Some people. They say an average of 2 years is what I was told once upon a time. 2 years, and then they sort of go out of it and then get back into it. I have no idea where that came from or if it's even true, but that's just what I was told. Do that draw during stamp camp. That's not a bad idea. I don't want to overshadow my Silver Sister colleagues. I will talk to them about it though, because it's kind of exciting. It's a big deal, but it wouldn't be folks who are from my newsletter group. I don't know when I'm gonna do the draw. Some kind of a draw. All right, so this is kind of what I'm going for here. I gotta do something with the background. Oh yeah, it's coming together, y'all. All right, I have to do something back here. So comments, suggestions, I'm open to it. I was thinking maybe this, cutting a chunk of this. Does this compete with the trees maybe a bit? Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. Let's get a piece of this and we're gonna add it to the card. Then we're gonna start gluing it down. Where is my Sahara sand? Here it is. Too busy, yeah, too busy. All right. So I want to just cut, this piece is too small. Look at this, I don't know if you can see this here, look at this hot mess right here. Hot mess. All my scraps. Okay, so I'm just actually going to even freehand cut this and be a rebel. Yeah, I'm excited for fall decorating. Christy, you're going to a wedding today, I think. Made a bit of a mess of this, but that's all right. We're rolling with it. Now let's stamp some trees. Get rid of our bunny friend. So this, I'm gonna just try and stay to the top of, do you think that, I'm wondering if it's gonna be too dark. Let's just do it. I'm listening to this new book called The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. Really, it's about not overthinking your decisions. So I'm just rolling with it. Let's do the little trees here as if they're a bit further back in the scene. So this is good inspiration for, I'm gonna design my Stamp Camp cards. Perhaps after this. All right, so let's go over here to the other side. Might actually heat emboss my sentiment right in the middle. Let's see how we're looking. Card base. Here. Get all of our pieces. This one and cut it. Beauty. Might just get this a bit more. I'm gonna think about you, Nancy, every time I do this. Just want it a little more flowy. So we have background. I might not add this, I don't know. Do you think we need this second piece? Oh yeah, maybe. I don't like the black now, Jody. Lots of ripping here. All right. Yeah, there. And then we're gonna add our little deer. Ah. Now, trees or no trees? Maybe some trees here. Ah, that's good. I don't know that I like this one. So let's stamp our sentiment. I wonder if we can do 2 sentiments. What time is it? Oh my goodness, 9:30 already. All right, let's pick our sentiment. I think I'm gonna add actually. It's a bit too naked for me. So we're gonna make use of our stamps. I'm gonna make use of this little guy here and some pebbles. There's pebbles in here as well. Do a shout out if you think there's something obvious to the card that you would add. This way or this way? Let's try this way. So we're just going to add some interest to the back of this back panel. Yep. Oh yeah. I'm digging it. I like this little, it's almost like little snow drifts, right? Do you guys like it? I'm digging it. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. What else can I add? Let's try these little pebbles. Let's see what they look like first. No. It's not a natural pebble opportunity. All right, let's do the sentiment. Now, let's talk about heat embossing, folks. So for those who have not heat embossed before, I'm gonna do just a little quick whatever. So this is my heat embossing basket. So for heat embossing, you need something called Versamark, which is clear ink. Tools that I use is just a piece of folded paper. You need an embossing buddy. Now Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell this anymore. There's different versions. It's basically baby powder. And the reason why you want to do that is to clear off any static from your project. Oh, there's another one in here. So there's also these. I don't know if Stampin' Up! Sells them or not. I think they probably do. These are embossing pens. So if you don't have a stamp, but you have a pen, so you can get stamp embossing basics. So you get white, clear, and black. So I feel gold is the color for us today. So what's this one? This one is gold, this one is gold. This is a new Stampin' Up! And an old Stampin' Up! And then the heat and stick. So now the heat and stick is used on this stuff, this gilded leafing. So same thing, you use Versamark, you use the heat and stick powder over it, which makes it sticky, and then you put these, then you put this. Oh my gosh, so fun to work with this stuff. It's like, it's gold leafing. It's a hot mess. I love it. Makes a mess, but it's beautiful. All right, so let me show you how this goes. First and foremost, you use your embossing buddy, or whatever you have, over where you're going to stamp. Actually, let's do this one too, because I'm not totally sold on not using this yet. So you're getting rid of all the static on the paper is what it is, because when you put the powder down, it could stick inadvertently to the pieces that you don't want them to stick to. So then here's your embossing powder, embossing not embossing. Here's your Versamark. I'm just gonna pick my sentiment. Let's talk about, hang on, my comments are covered here. We got a Seashore Stamper meeting after this, and the gals are kibitzing about the projects we're gonna do. It's a group of Stampin' Up demonstrators. Oh, outdoor and a farm wedding. That's fun, Christy. So this one here, let's just talk about heat embossing. When it says fun, like the words are pretty close together, I feel like it's not going to emboss very good because the powder is going to have to get into all those really fine lines. Same thing with this one. Let's try this though. I have no idea if it'll work, but let's try. So let's stamp this with this deer first, just as a, we're gonna try. This is just my piece that I was using before. So we're gonna stamp a deer there. And I feel like maybe sending Love and Peace this season. I kind of want it to be a bit bigger. Aha! Merry Christmas. Oh, so sending Love and Peace this season, and then down at the bottom we're gonna heat emboss Merry Christmas. Love it. All right, so there's that, and then let's just put this on the same block. All right, let's do it. So we're Merry Christmasing first. So we're gonna ink it up in your clear ink. It is silly that they don't sell the embossing pillow. I didn't get the memo as to why that's the thing. Yeah, like if you have, we have embossing stuff, but they don't have the, whatchamacallit, the little embossing buddy. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. Maybe the industry is moving away from using it. Not sure. I just didn't get the memo. All right, so let's do the deer. You kind of got to work a little bit with intent here when embossing, because you don't want your embossing powder to dry before you get your powder on. So where's my gold? Oh, here it is, gold. So then you take your embossing powder and you just dump it. And let's do our deer in gold too, just for fun. All right, so then what I do is I kind of just tap, 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 because I want to get all the powder into my image. Oh, see? I did not use my embossing buddy on this piece, so see how we've got some hanger-ons. So this is why I have this paintbrush. So then I'm just very gently going to, and I'm going in the direction that gravity is going to help me. I don't want to necessarily do it here because then I want the powder to go away as I'm brushing. So you could leave it. I mean, it's possible that the punch is going to eliminate this as being a thing anyways, but it would be a shame if you weren't happy with your end result by not taking sort of 10 seconds to do that. So here's our other pieces. So this one, so as the powder's on, now I'm just giving it a flick to get rid of my pieces. So that's what that looks like. Now, the best part is yet to come because, oh, see, this one didn't. So see this here, it didn't grab all the powder that I want. So just want to get that in the mix. So when we're doing this, we need a heat tool, as Nancy alluded to. And the heat tool is like probably the funnest part because then you get to see it melting. All right, so we'll set those aside. Of course, don't lose all of this goodness Put it back in your thing, and then I'll put this over the garbage and flick it. I'm not gonna do that right now. All right, let's use our heat tool. How are we doing for time? I think we're okay. Where's my heat tool? It's not actually prepared for this. All right. I kind of threw the heat embossing in at the last minute. So here's my heat tool. One second, let me plug it in. So I'm just gonna turn this on. So this is one from Michael's. Stampin' Up has one of these, of course, but I have this one and it works fine, so it didn't make sense to buy another one. So it's really hot, so you wanna hold it, let it heat up until you can't really put your hand in front of it. That's what I do anyways. Then, watch the magic. So you can heat up the base of your paper, and then you're just gonna hold it, whoops, and watch it melt. I love it. Boom. I hope you can see how awesome that was. The Stampin' Up one you don't have to preheat. Really? Did not know that, Jody. Okay, here we go again with our Merry Christmas. You should see that on the black right away. So that's awesome. Now let's try our deer. Let me heat up the bottom. Let's see how this goes. Oh my gosh, it works. Oh yes. That's amazing. I think it works. What do you guys think? Let's punch it. Whoops, I'm gonna have to cut this down so I can get to it. Did not know that, Jody, that you didn't have to preheat the Stampin' Up one. That's good to know. It's a good tip. All right, there's our deer. I'm lining him up in my punch. I'm so happy this worked. So there's our two deer. One heat embossed, one not heat embossed. Oh my gosh. This screams Christmas cards. Yeah, so you know Stamp Camp's gonna have that guy heat embossed at least once. All right, let's build our card and get out of here. All right, so this is how this is gonna go. And I feel like I might just put one of these down because then I can have my little snow bits. Oh my gosh. I'm geeking out, y'all. I wonder, should I do two? Might compete. Might have to just go with the fancy deer. Antlers or no antlers? Okay, just let me fold him a bit. He's a bit curvy-uppy. All right, let's do it. I'm committing. We're gonna start putting this stuff down. Where's my glue? There's that. Here, so this is the Tombow multi-purpose glue. So let's get this guy down. What do you guys think? You love the heat embossing? Screams Christmas when it's heat embossing season. Oh, I can't forget about my trees. Where are my beautiful trees? I'll get some of this stuff out of the way. Trees, where are you, trees? Yeah, I might add that guy there. Oh my gosh, I love how this is coming together. See, I get all excited about the stamp once you get it rolling. It's awesome. Awesome sauce. All right, so as we are winding down, let me recap all of the news. So, Stamp Camp, we're using this deer set. Probably I'm going a bit heavy on the old dimensionals here. Don't have my garbage either. November 28th, Sunday, November 28th from 10 to 3-ish is the next stamp camp. We're going to use this deer set with matching punch. We're going to do 9 projects, 3 cards, 3 fun folds, and then 3 alternate projects, which we don't actually know what they are yet. We did tags, bags, and like a table decoration thing, which was super fun at the last stamp camp. So early bird is $100. You get the bundle and you get all 9 projects, all the kits put together for you. You get the full day in a Zoom session and you get the project tutorials. We do a sweet overview. Like this it's jam-packed with a lot of information. There's 3 demonstrators that we put together the stamp camp. Clearly I need my mini dimensionals for this little deer. So do you see what I did there? I hope that's what you guys do too with your dimensional piece. Like once you have the outside, just snip the outside and use those pieces. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. I just need one on his head. So for today, even on the replay, because I don't usually do the draw till maybe tomorrow, comment, like, share, all that kind of stuff, and we're going to do a giveaway from my prize bin. Yeah, and I'll have some other classes coming up too. We're going to use the snowman stamp set. It's not a Silver Sisters stamp camp, it's just like a regular class. Where's my snowman? Oh, here he is. That's that guy there, the snowman, and it's got a matching punch that goes with it. And then we're also going to do one on snowflake wishes, which is this one. So these are photopolymer, and then there's dies to go with. So you need the stamp cut and emboss machine. But if you're on my newsletter list, you might win one if you don't have one. So be sure to sign up for that. So lots of fun Christmas classes coming, because that's the season. I think I'm going to do a fall class too at the beginning of October. And I'm thinking the Gorgeous Leaves stamp set for fall, which is that one there. So lots of good classes coming up. I'm going to flag this. If you don't know how to do that, we're just snipping in and snipping the sides. Whoops, didn't right get my edge. Okay, I'm gonna pop this one up because I can. Love to pop. Now I don't see an opportunity on here for Wink Estella, and I love me some Wink. Whoops, I'm having issues with my dimensionals today. Okay, so there's that guy. I'm happy with this tree. Do you think I should add another tree, do you think? And then this deer is gonna go here? What do you think? Should I add 2 trees? I feel like 2 trees is good. I wonder if I should snip one of the trees and tuck them. Yeah, I think 2 trees. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love this card. We also need some bling. Too big. So what about these guys? I'm thinking these gold things, both trees. Tree Wink Estella. Love the comments. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna try some Wink on here just to see, because it's the lighter version. So Wink Estella is our glitter brush. I think it's $11. This is what I was talking about. If you if you were to buy the bundle for Stamp Camp, you just need to add, I think $12 worth of stuff to qualify for a celebration item. So you could certainly, I go through probably a couple of these just during Christmas. And on the snowflake, like really, I don't know of a card that couldn't have Winkastella. You can always find somewhere for Winkastella. Great suggestion, Nancy. I think it looks beautiful. I don't know if you guys, can you see the, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. All right, let's commit. Let's do this one. Actually, let's go back here. We're just gonna wink it up for our bling. It's good. I don't know if you guys can hear my music in the background. It's classical music. Helps me concentrate. Okay. Okay, so, you know, like sometimes when you just start adding bling and then eventually you just have to be like, okay, just stop. Just stop with the bling. Bejeweled, bedazzled. I think I'll do this one and then we'll see. Thanks for watching, everybody. I had a tough week at work this week and I was looking forward to my Facebook Live because of course I love my crafting. It's always fun to have people watch and comment and participate. It's good. I appreciate you being here. Oh yes, look it. Okay, this side's got to have some love. So happy with this card. Yep, and then we're gonna add just a couple more. Hi, Zachary. Zachary's been asked to go out and pick all of the rest of the tomatoes. Lance was worried that they are going to be split because of the whatchamacallit, because of all the rain. He's probably wanting me to help. All right, we're in the final stretch, y'all. Oh shoot, I don't want a dimensional on the bottom. And that's because this piece is already popped up, this one is not. So this is gonna be flat on my card and then the top is gonna be raised up so that it is level with the base. Yes? Just want that to get tacky. I might just overlap these just a smidge. Right there. So I'm gonna, this guy's too big. You're out. And I need a small. So, is everybody gonna make Christmas cards this year? It's my favorite time of year. So do you see how my deer is he's a little out there. Actually, I'm okay with that. It's almost like he's dancing, you know? I was gonna say, like, see how he's pokey-uppy? I think I'm gonna leave it. Love the heat embossing here. Okay, so let's add some bling and we're done. Come on, you. Yes. These are awesome. What are these called? These are metallic pearls. This is not working for me at all. I need my paddle. I think this is probably the best part, is adding jewels. What do you think? One more maybe? Let's see. Okay, so comment, like, share, whatever you feel comfortable doing for entering of the prize draw, which I'll do maybe tomorrow. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter if you haven't, for a chance to win this mini stamp cut and emboss machine. think I'm going overboard here. And Stamp Camp is on November 28th, and I'll do an event posting for that after this. What else can I tell you? I hope that you have an awesome Saturday and that you have an awesome weekend. And thanks again for joining me. I super appreciate everybody watching and joining me. It's fun. All right. Yes, I am gonna leave him, Nancy. Good. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope there's some inspiration. I look forward to crafting with you again. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Bye for now.